Hi, I recently ended up having a 1 week unexpected holiday in March, and I was lucky enough to end up on a cruise ship. If you've seen any of my podcasts, you will see that there are other cruise ships that I have been on, different brands, MSC, Norwegian, and these were usually 5,000 to 7,000 people on board plus staff, quite a lot of people. This one was Marella Cruises, and it was 3,000 people and 700 staff. So it's a very short video on places we went and what we did, but if you're ever thinking about a cruise, this is a good way to get a taster for it. Our itinerary was, we flew out from Gatwick to Tenerife, then we sailed to Las Palmas in Gran Canaria. From there we were supposed to go to Lanzarote, but the trouble with cruises is when you're out in the Atlantic, where the Canary Islands is, you get your itinerary changed sometimes. So Lanzarote was taken off our list, and we spent a day and a half at sea instead of 1 day to go to Madeira. That was amazing. I did love it there. Out the whole cruise, that was the best. Or was it Medina? I can't remember if it was Medina or Madeira now, but it was brilliant, and it was Portuguese. It was an island. While we were there, we then got told, hold on a minute, the weather's bad at La Gomera, where you'll need to go next. So they cancelled that and sent us to Lanzarote, where we would have gone in the first place, which was Ventura. Also beautiful, but I preferred Medina. I think it's Medina. Anyway, enjoy looking at my short, brief podcast on it, and at the end I will give you a review on what I thought of the cruise and all the stuff that goes with it. Okay, enjoy. Not as big as the MSC or the Norwegian line, but still pretty impressive as we join it at the deck. We are here in Las Palmas. This is one of the bays that we stopped them for an ice cream at. This is cold weather. We've got blue and grey skies. And we've just had a lovely ice cream at that shop. That's nice. And we're heading back to the ship in a little while. We did find a sheep though as well, that had been hanging about in the corner. Oh. So tonight is the carnival here, and they've got a Spanish superstar singing at the back on the stage called Olga Ulteren, something like that. We're going to go over to the shopping centre like you do when you're old and woman. This is the Science Museum, Technology Museum, which when you look at it from the side looks like the top's falling off.
Does it?
Yes, it does. And the noise, by the way, is the road on the other side. Well, I was hoping to take a picture of them all leaving, but it seems they've slowed down for some reason. Oh, here's one going. I've noticed most of the Land Cruisers and Jeeps are all brand new, so obviously loaned from some. Let's see if I can zoom in. They are amazing, and they all light up at night as well. A bit like the police bike, which by the way is a Yamaha. We're probably going to be back later now that our trip has been changed and they've cancelled our next island stop, which is a shame. Oh, he's got that bit and knows how to use it, that's clear. See you soon. So we are now at the shopping centre. Get it right in a minute. Cody's pointed out the blue, I don't know if I can see it with this actually, blue man over the back there, statue. And then we were down there walking around. That's the concert thing. That's where the carnival's going to be. That's the science museum. And that is the hotel that I think is absolutely gorgeous. Can't zoom in on it. Oh, no, hang on, I have. Architecturally, that is stunning. But maybe it's because I'm old. Still in Las Palmas. We've come up to the shopping centre for the toilet of all things and discovered our cruise ship sitting in the bay together with a big one. And I believe the sun might be coming out. It's quite a bit overcast here, but we haven't had any rain. And that's my niece, you can hear chatting away in the background, by the way. Sorry about that. I'm not used to having other people on holiday with me. We are on the island of Madeira, and this is the stop by the port. Can't remember the name of the place. Very, very busy. Beautiful. Think Spain meets Malta, and this is what all the pavements are like. I watched a man doing it by hand back there where we're come apart. It's awesome. Oops, sorry about that. Deliveroo. So nice, I decided to come and take another picture walking around the inside. And still beautiful.
Church built. They had a school, the Jesuits were building a school behind the church, which is now part of the university. Or the linguistic department is there, from the main building. So you say, this is the town hall.
They're so clever here on their skills. Look at this, hang on, I don't know if I can show you it. So these are all pebbles. And then what they've done is they've put the stones that they put on the streets to mark the bays. That's so clever. And I think this might be the courthouse. I mean, I don't read Portuguese, so it might not be, but I imagine there might be. Mainly because this lady's standing up here naked with a sword in one hand and her right hand swearing allegiance in the left hand, sorry, swearing allegiance in the other. Waterfall isn't working today, which is a shame. But yeah, this is in the middle of the town. Lovely river. The classic bougainvillea everywhere. We are right in the middle of the main road as well. We came from over there. And we are going this way. Yeah. Okay, we've decided to try and come up the hill a little bit. It is quite steep. We're underneath a fly passing at the moment. But we've got massive fortresses and two people that are now in my next podcast. And then we saw this. There's a lot of this going on around here, isn't there, these days? Oh, I was going this way. Oh, there's a tunnel. Where's it go? Pass, but it's got a pavement on it, and I can hear birds. And that's another fortress. They must have had a lot of people trying to get in here, judging by all that. Come round the other side of the building, well, a few blocks up actually, to find this. The other side of the whale, the little girl and the old man still reading his paper. It's not brilliant weather, but this is definitely the nicest place we've been to. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a spurl. The sun's trying to come in over on the left, but my goodness. And the rain is trying to come in at the top of the mountains. So I'm sorry it's not like super snazzy like professional photographers. But it is absolutely beautiful. This is my sort of holiday destination. It's full of new stuff, but it's also full of a lovely old charm town. It dates back to 1410, and there were some buildings that said 11 something. There are loads of fortresses that you can see. We never did get to that beautiful park that's over on the left, so if you do come here, try and get to that. We did the church, we did Ferrari's house, that's over there somewhere. But yeah, definitely a place to come. Madeira, and this, I can't pronounce it, is Funchal. Okay. We finally managed to get to Lanzarote. It's a bit noisy, but this is the part of the town that we're coming into now. And we're going that way because our Wi-Fi's run out on the ship at £40 a time to get some Wi-Fi to call home. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. We certainly did. So a bit of a review. Marella is smaller, more intimate. You get to know a lot more people, but it still has loads going on. There was entertainment everywhere. There were venues, there were shows every night, twice a night. There were live bands, there was a nightclub. Yeah, there's loads to do on board. There's quite a bit for children, but not as much. The kids club is open 2 hours in the morning, 9 to 11, 2 hours in the afternoon, 3 to 5, and 2 hours in the evening, 7:30 to 9:30, which means if you want to go out and have a good time in the evening, it's not going to happen if you have kids, unless you've taken your grandparents with you. Food-wise, amazing. Can't fault the food in any way. Massive canteen place where you can eat absolutely anything. And then other restaurants that are open at set times during the day where you need to dress a little bit better than jeans and a bra top, but you don't have to dress up for formal dinner sort of thing. And they're all free as well. There were 2, I think, that were paid, and that was the steakhouse and the restaurant we went to where they disassemble the meal. It's called a deconstruction menu, but I can actually recommend the beef Wellington in the restaurant we went to. The whole cruise ship itself, amazing, beautiful place. Bit confusing because they had 3 sets of lifts. So going up and down to get to the front from the back or the middle, you had to go up 1 set, across and down, then up another set, across and up. And so that was a bit confusing, but lots of maps, and you can put them on your phone. Last of all, the thing that would make me go back, the staff. The staff were absolutely amazing. Every single member of staff could not do enough for you, from the officers and the captain at the top to the servers to the cleaners of the room, everybody really. I couldn't fault it, except for the lifts going up and down and finding where I was going. It was a lovely branded cruise ship, the Marella cruise line, and I would totally recommend, if it's your first time, this is a good one to start on. Also, when you get to the ports, there are buses and taxis, and sometimes they're free to the town, so you don't have to worry too much if you can't walk very far. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Please feel free to leave comments. Bye for now. Aquarium's coming up next.